love, no shade, come slide my way.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
I'm fresh, I'm clean, I'm blessed, not me.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah. Oh love, no shade, come slide my way. I'm fresh, I'm clean, I'm blessed, not me. Oh love, no shade, come slide my way. I'm fresh, I'm clean, I'm blessed, not me.
yeah.
Oh love, no shade, come slide my way.
I'm still here, right?
I'm fresh, I'm clean, I'm blessed, not me.
Okay, so Swag is in the building, it's in Chikaya. Otherwise, my name is Chef 187, aka the numero uno, but in God Papedza, obviously now it's your stick. Yeah. Ashan, should we get into it? I'm not really good at this live thing, so they have to refer to a shake of a fist. Ashan, should we get into it? I'm not here to take. I'm not taking long. As you might have noticed, Ninkwatakuka flu that's for Shan. So during this live, bear with me. Otherwise, need some mukumi form of a kumfa file sticker. File sticker pamuela. Let me turn down the music completely. So 1 2 1 2. Acha nishimika ntu. Nimbona pa ma comments like Bowman's boy. Wampera kuambia u Bowman. Ya u Bowman's boy. Stop. Gana tukateko no adna tukateko 1K first. Yeah, katika so number 2 ambokulanda. Yeah, so a lot of people want to know about this word going around that I'm the new campaign artist for PF. I don't know exactly what that means, but yeah, I've seen names like JK being thrown around. With all due respect, I think just let's leave JK out of this conversation or out whatever is going on. just out of respect. Let's leave him out. And yeah, I don't really plan to take too long. So first of all, let me begin by saying yeah, I don't really plan to take too long. So let me begin by saying yeah, that picture you've been seeing around, that was this past Saturday, and it was in Dola, Lubuto. So yeah, it was this past Saturday, and what went down was the 5 minutes performance at an event. That event was organized by the Honorable Boman Lusambo, who's MP for Kabushi constituency. Lubuto is part of Kabushi constituency, so yeah, that's how come. So, first of all, let me start by saying around 2012 to 2000, from 2012 to 2015, I used to live in Lubuto, in a place called Lubuto, near Pasenta pada. If ngodi wakundolo vasi na upeshwa pa Lubuto, na upeshwa na Pasenta. If you go to Lubuto right now, Pasenta itself, there's a big portrait or a big painting of Chef 187. Shout out one more day. Babaman Manje, Babaman Wandu. So one more day's barber shop is where that Chef 187 drawing or painting is. So what I'm trying to say is I spend a lot of time in Lubuto, Ndola. So which is why when someone like the Honorable Boman Lusambo approached me to say, I'm doing an event where I'm trying to donate a truck and a hearse for Lubuto Clinic. Would you want to be part of it? I felt compelled to be part of the event. Why? Because I grew up. I feel like I spent part of my life there. I stayed there for 3 to 4 years. So I feel like I spent a lot of time in Lubuto, and I feel like it's my home. So to me, it felt more like giving back to the community from which I came from. Someone's trying to call me. Yeah, so it felt more like charity work more than anything else. Charity. I never really looked at it like anything political or anything of that nature. Which is why I never hesitated. And I'll tell you one thing. I've had shows in Lubuto plenty of times. In Lubuto Ndola, plenty of times. If you know Ndola too well, there's a place called Kambeba Lodge. Kambeba Lodge is where I had one of my first shows from as an artist on the Copper Belt. And yeah, someone saying, okay, yeah, so I've been to Kambeba Lodge plenty of times. I've had shows there plenty of times. And oftentimes I feel like oftentimes I feel like you're robbing people somehow. Like you owe them. You know, where you get to a place from and you feel like, oh, you owe those people. So there's been times like that where I feel like I'm robbing the people from there. Like I'm not even supposed to charge them for them to see me because I'm their product in some way. Yeah, so this was the first time I was actually performing in Lubuto, where Lubuto residents were getting something in return, something tangible in return. So, like I said, it felt more like charity work more than anything else. And it's also worth mentioning to say that was just a one-off thing. There's no long-term partnership between me and the Honorable. I was being approached by the Honorable Bowman Lusambo himself, who I have like a personal relationship with. I wasn't being approached by the entire party, the PF or whatever. I was being approached by one person. So I came in my capacity as an artist, as an entertainer. I entertained people for like 5 to 10 minutes, then I was off. So I didn't really think much of it because, like I said, this is just a one-off thing. There's no long-term partnership between us. And yeah, chap. And once again I felt compelled to doing that because he was doing it in an area that was like 5 minutes to where I used to stay. So yeah, it is like that. And I know right now the narrative is that, oh, natwaluka bakadda manje, natwaluka bakadda wa PF, which is not true, of course. I'm one person who tries to stay away from politics or anything inclined to politics as much as I can. I've been ducking and dodging these people for years. If I wanted to be political like that, I would have done it a long time ago because I've had opportunities to do that. Nambira okuvota mu Shanfest. I think nambira okuvota mu 206. And how many elections have we had since 206? I've had plenty opportunities to associate myself with these political parties, but I've chosen not to do so deliberately. Why? Because I feel as an artist you're supposed to be neutral, so that you give unbiased opinions over national matters, or so that we're like the voice of the people, where people look at you as someone they can run to voice their opinions because of the big platforms that we get to have as artists. So yeah, it is like that. Otherwise, the chance we can do. At high, next time, don't involve yourself in politics. You end up like dandy. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, let's not drag innocent people into this live conversation. Otherwise it will be difficult for me to even look at what you're saying. There was a lot of artists on that day, but I'm here to talk about Chef 187. Now we're alive. Let's go. Should we get into? Yeah, like I said, it was that my performance at that event was for a good cause, because it was the first time I was performing in Lubuto, and Lubuto people were walking away with something. It didn't get to affect my events. I was feeding to a guy that chila fera in the fair mafka maf. So this time around, it was for a good cause, and it's also worth mentioning to say I was there in my capacity as an artist. I wasn't pushing anyone's agenda. I wasn't trying to be a politician. Politicians ever want to kind of so on and so on and so on and so on. It was like starting to Alubano Kulu. That's why I'm understand. Don't explain yourself. Things are bad. Shan. Yeah. I don't really like to explain myself because I'm someone that is bad at that. I'm bad at explaining myself. I'm bad at trying to explain myself. So, palast mat manana giuti ne fata tichiti. Yeah. Landa. Politics in the I think leave music to the musicians and leave politics to the politicians. I hate to be making headlines for anything apart from music, because I believe I'm an artist first. I don't even consider myself to be a celebrity or anything like that, because first of all, being a celebrity is something that I still don't understand even up to this point. So I hate to be making headlines for anything if it's not music. I want people to only mention my name when it has to do with me putting out a song, me being on a song, me putting out a music video or anything of that nature. If you about politics, personal life, I love to stay on the law when it comes to anything that is not music. These so-called musicians are making themselves useless because of political affiliations. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that with artists, because there's artists that, whether you like it or not, there's artists that will come out in the open and say, hey, but there's artists that come out in the open like that. But I'm not one of those artists. Like I said, the first time I voted was in 2006. I keep it on the low because I believe it's not my duty to tell you who to vote for or who I think is the right people to follow. It's not my duty. My duty is just to create awareness, to say this is what is going on. This is what is going on. If you saw the Shosta interview, like there's a song where I go against the government now, and there's a song where I talk like I'm praising them. I did that to create awareness to them, to say there's people that think this way, there's also people that think this way. So this is what is going on the ground. And I feel as an artist, it should be like that. We are there to create awareness for everyone, and not to tell people who to go with or who to vote for or anything like that. Which is why you'd be lying if you said, just because of me performing at that event, Ninjaluka PF Cadre. I from time to time I Google the word Cadre, because the way the dictionary meaning of Cadre, no for book Cadre to send. Try checking the dictionary meaning of the word Cadre. I think it said at one. Okay, bago go upon checking it up again. I did have a confusing. But I think a cadre is someone who's legally registered to a political party or something like that. I've forgotten the actual definition of the word Cadre. So I should have start register for a political party or anything. I don't even know how these guys operate. You probably know too much Kunchila when it comes to issues of politics and Nefiashala. You probably know much more than me. Otherwise, it is what it is. Yeah, so that's the thing. I think for that friends and family don't need explanation. Enemies never believe you. So nolompange live video in done that. Oh, that story fair pamwela. Enemies won't still believe me. The people that have been following me for a very long time know to say, oh, this person tries to keep away from all this political stuff. So yeah. What are you guys saying? My wedding is gonna have a stage for you. Please come. That's from Musonda Jerry. Hey, my weddings could perform. The issue with weddings though is you have I've had incidences where someone wants me to perform at their wedding, and as you may know, I don't really have songs that go with wedding events. So kala watu wabepsha so a groom chef guys and perform akushoku man nyimbo nshala wimba, and then they mention songs like Chinkula or songs like Fyakumwena Kubukulu, which wouldn't really go well for that sort of event. So yeah, music is business. If you feel that's on. But music is business. Okay, I think he's trying to say music is business, so it doesn't matter whether I perform at such a platform or not, as long as they are paying me. So JK wasn't making money with it in the reverse. It's not even 2021 yet. Shout out to JK though, legend is on. Yeah, so people are still trying to talk about that thing of me performing at a Bowman Lusambo organized event. You should also have it in mind to say a politician will always be a politician. Politicians who put politics where politics politics. So yeah, the whole purpose of that event was the honorable minister donating a track, and the hearse was going to Lubuto Clinic. The track he was just donating for his people in the constituency. That was the whole purpose of that event. And yeah, obviously him being a politician, somehow if you are gonna political somehow, in him just doing that. Me as an artist, I just went there to perform, and also because that's where I come from. I'm a product of that environment. Up to this day, I still have friends and family that live in Lubuto. So for me, it was easy to get me to perform there. If you want to prove whether I'm telling the truth or not, chitoko today Cadre. Ganenza luka PF card. Next time ukambwana futi ku event ya banankani. Ganenza luka card and such or new campaign artist like you've been putting it. Next time ukambwana ku event our PF Rafina. But if it's not true, you will never see me. You probably won't ever see me in that light again. You won't ever see me like that. So if you don't believe me now, just give it a few months, give it a few years. Chef 187 is still going to be Chef 187. We support your music. Buy your album, Sunshine. My comments are up varsity. I'm not really good at live thing, so pardon with me. Sometimes Limbi, I might not respond to anything you've said. But even after this video, I'll take time to just go through everything, and then maybe try responding to a couple of comments from here. You have disappointed us. Well, I can only disappoint you if you don't know me like that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be disappointed because you would understand. So, if you are disappointed, that's okay. People that don't know you easily misunderstand you. People that don't know you easily misunderstand you. So when someone says I'm disappointed, we just don't know each other like that. But if you give me some time, I'm sure there's nothing to even be disappointed about. What I was trying to say something foot again. Nara was on. Who's on here? Ronald Chileshe. Chan. Laka. Nami mona. Someone is saying Walanda Posana. Obviously, not to Landa Posana. I hate to be giving things like this too much attention. I don't really like to give things like this attention because concentrate, it's like it really takes up too much energy, which is why I love to let things slide. So even for this particular issue, I was just going to laugh it off. But somehow, someone of like, that guy. So before let me come out in the open and speak on it, speak about it. Otherwise, this is not even my thing. You're turning me into something I'm not. So let's go. I'd shut the people up and perform at a UPND rally. Yeah, if it's for a good cause, why not? If it's for a good cause, I don't see any need. But you probably won't ever see me like that anytime soon. Why? Because I don't know what it is with politics in Africa and Zambia in particular. It's like politics divides people. It divides people. So I will always hesitate to be part of something that divides people. Obviously, me, from my personal principles down to me being an artist, I wouldn't be comfortable being part of something that is a divide I want. And obviously, me being an artist, I want to be an artist that goes everywhere. an artist who everyone looks up to, not where you divide your fans and whatnot. Yes, why would I want to be part of such? So, at big man, we can put your verse. What you beat today in background? Serious. What I shall for. If you are disappointed, Mr. Wajbavi, I'm a serious about foot. And then foot, there's people that are fans of what we do and lovers and followers of what we do. Then there's people that support us because it's cool for them to support us at this particular time. If you don't go out trending and then everyone says they like your music, fans they will only jump on the bandwagon. Trending, everyone is talking about you. Fans away from nowhere, they don't even know your music. Any mistake, they are out. Any mistake, and then foot fans from the gate to Abana. So those are fans that would easily understand situations like these because they know me. They've known me for a long time. So be careful when you say you're disappointed, because somehow you would be giving me the picture that okay, not to sound arrogant or anything like that, but there's a part on the Shosta interview where I talked about I think he cut it off or something. Shosta, DJ Shosta, my station interview does one. There's actually a part that he cut out where I was trying to say, this politics thing, you get approached by a lot of different people. So if anything, I would love to work with a body like ECZ, for example. Just so I have something that makes me stay away from these other people. And me trying to be neutral, obviously working with a body like ECZ would be ideal. So I was saying that on the Shosta interview, but he cut it off. Katishumwin Shosta omwana number. So apa bantu nga wale ngana watupera ko ka benefit of doubt. It has you kuya. What you say about politics trying to divide us using tribe? Well, that is self-explanatory. I think this generation doesn't, like, people from my generation don't really feed into that tribal thing. We don't really see any difference between, like, for example, me being from the Eastern Province and someone who's like from Western Province or Northwestern Province, if you're Parakwef. Which is why you get situations where Chef 187 is Tumbuka by tribe, but raps like he's Bemba. Because we see beyond tribal lines. It's only the people from the older generation that try to rub it in our faces. Like if you've noticed, people that are tribal are people in their 50s, 60s. Formula tumwena mwatatu di mayo badi sanshante tuashipakawa chayesu, but yeah, the generation that even divides us more than anyone else. So I think people from the older generation have a lot to do when it comes to uniting us as a country, because you are the people that love to remind us about our tribal differences. So yeah, that's my take on politicians trying to use tribe to divide us. Impoko achane laka laka. Nami mona. Why do you shun freestyles? Why? Oh, this is a very important question. Why do you shun freestyles? Well, if you know what freestyles are, a freestyle is not me spitting a written verse or something I wrote. A freestyle is like subconsciously rapping. So when I'm subconsciously rapping, it means I'm not thinking through what I'm saying. And if I'm not thinking through what I'm saying, if I say a line, the next word can be an insult without even me noticing. So obviously when you're on a live like this, or when you're on national TV, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you end up saying something that you're going to be apologizing for in the end. So I try my best to not put myself on the line like that by freestyling. You catch me freestyling in person maybe, because in person the party, no one is putting it on record to the film play up. So I can freestyle. My freestyle can either go left or right. Freestyle. But if I'm on national TV and say anything that gets me in trouble, all in the name of freestyling, nishi ndiangana brand yandiko vuti achana chimike ntumfa. Wouldn't be a bad idea to see you go about your career as a neutral, without any political affiliation. Your image speaks for the people regardless of their political affiliation. Yeah, true. Like I was saying, when it comes to the issue of politics, I would rather become an ambassador for something like ECZ. Someone is saying I have the right to choose any political party of my choice. Yeah, which is true. I have the right to choose any political party of my choice. I have the right to be inclined to any political party again. But I feel I'm not supposed to publicize what's my stance politically. That's just something that I should keep in my private life. Because obviously I'm a person of influence. So if I say this is where I'm going, a lot of people are going to follow me. So I'm always careful about publicizing that part of my life. I think to understand. Shout out Clapper Hayes. This beat playing in the background is actually a song I'm working on. A song we're trying to do with Clapper Hayes. We don't have a title for it yet, but yeah, look out for it. It's coming up well. Talk to me. Oh, someone is asking about J-Max. Where's that post about J-Max? Yeah. Yeah, did we have a post? Shout out J-Max. This year is going to be a big year for people like J-Max, people like Kiss B Saibaba, people like the HD Empire. Yes, J-Max should be putting out something this year. Something, it can either be an EP or an album. Kiss B Saibaba is putting out an album as well. So yeah, look out for that. Look out for more Coppola swag music. Don't be like Dandy Crazy. Ooh, my guy. Guys, Nishi. So if you, this is the Chef 187 page, so talk about Chef 187. Don't talk about other people here. And if you can't snitch, Lorraine feel like you can see one cash. Man, make the bump, man, get the bump, man. Go for the episode of Punchline. Yeah, Punchline is something that we've been working on, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to speak on it. But yeah, we'll let you know. Best friend, keep it simple. As we've always been politics speaker. Yeah, keeping it simple is what we're known for. How was your time with Scales? That was a lovely song, like a hit. Tailanda po sana pa di Scales. Tailanda po sana. Yeah, shout out to Scales, Skillo. Remind these politicians to be a beacon of unity. Yeah. I think you should put out a song trying to unite the country. How do I put out a song that unites everyone? Wow, that's a good idea. I think we can always find a way of putting out a song like that doesn't sound too cliche, or a song that doesn't sound like a campaign song for something, a campaign song for a cause or anything like that. Tiapanga sense kupanga feli mbora kwa fati. Yeah, abantu nabalumfa fe wino, but it doesn't sound like got malupangire for a particular cause. So if you, I think I'm about to go. Try to take off him to get a good life, yes. Yeah, a businessman, so it's not about politics. I'm sure even if Muliokela invites you, you would go. Well, that's one way to look at it. Chef and Bobby East will always be my favorite musicians. Okay, time when I test you, time when. Chance me again too. I hope they paid you already with your level of talent. I would hate to see you broke like most artists possess. We need to educate. Okay, lastly, before I go, I would like to just repeat myself on what I said earlier, which was me saying this. What you saw me do on Saturday was just a one-off thing. There's no long-term partnership. No, to run them but yeah, defend forward to the performer with the chap if you put on a parapen, if they conquer or anything like that. And let me close that by also apologizing to all the artists out there in case I put you in a bad position, in an awkward position where people are now saying, oh, what musician means so and so and so. People that haven't understood all this people that got the wrong impression to say, oh, this guy is now affiliated to this political party. People that still don't get that, even after me doing this live and me trying to explain myself. I would like to apologize to all the musicians because when an artist like me does something that people don't appreciate, it's always going to be put on every artist, which is why artists must be mindful of what they say in public, because whatever you do also affects the next artist. So this is me apologizing to the artist to say, oh, I'm sorry to put you in this position where people are now saying all sorts of things about the Zambian artist. But yeah, not every artist is political or wants to be openly political like that, and I'm one of those people. So yeah, study the environment and last time okay, abanyaba. Right now you might not understand, but obviously ngapapita at 1 year 6 months, ngapapita at 2 years, otherwise, thank you so much for joining me on this live. Keep on supporting Zambian music. An artist like me is always there to bring respect to the craft, to bring respect to what we do. I want by the end of my music career, when your little son or your little daughter comes to you and tells you, oh, mom or dad, I want to be an artist when I get older, you won't have any qualms about it. Like, you won't feel some type of way about it, because that child would have better examples of musicians to learn from. So yeah, keep on supporting Zambian music, keep on supporting Coppola Swag, keep on supporting Chef 187. I've seen people saying, hey, Chef much so wanna support to Amifumamo, but how deep is your love if that's all it takes for you to be gone? How deep is your loyalty if that's all it takes for you to leave? Kadimbe mwadi to be kapadi enemy mistake ni shito Amifumamo. So yeah, keep on thinking music, keep on thinking F187. J-Max is putting out projects this year, look out for that. Kiss B-Side Baba is putting out an album this year, look out for that. SD Empire, Drift the Trek, Maki 2 has got 2 singles out. One is called Wanono, second single is called I Declare. So yeah, big things coming your way. So remember, when you talk about Chef 187, talk about music and nothing else. Peace.